is really all is cracked up to be.
All right, time's up, boys, sit down. Morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and most especially my esteemed evaluator.
Morning, Roy.
Butchered me again, I'm going to tell you. So the joy of I want to give all of you are hardworking in here. You're all hardworking people.
Thank you, thank you.
Look forward to the golden years. Look forward to retirement. And that's my point today. I'm trying to inspire you to keep working hard for two reasons. One, you're paying 15% Social Security and Medicare tax on your salaries, generally matched by the corporation. Keep paying that. Keep paying it. Check. So I've been able to live for the last 16, 17 years a life of quiescence, or a quiescent life. Thanks. In which I do virtually nothing. So for example, yesterday my wife said, "What are you doing today?" I said, "Nothing." She said, "That's what you did yesterday." I said, "So I'm not finished yet." Another advantage is when you're among your peers, 70, 80, 60, 70, you never run out of things to talk about. Everybody's talking about their medical conditions, shoulder replacement, knees, digestion, what kind of heart surgery they've had, what kind of valves they have, synthetic, cow, even have a duct valve replacement now, you can imagine. They call it the quacker. Went to my 60th class reunion, and the whole conversation was about the medical condition. What I had this replacement. Finally, one of my classmates says, "Stop, stop, God, this sounds like a medical convention. Let's talk about something else." So I said, "Okay, let's talk about our sex lives." We had a quiet few minutes. All right, let's get back to medical. I think the most interesting part was a classmate who was talking about deceased, poor fellow. No, it wasn't poor. He had a lousy life. It was really a good thing. Anyway, so what happened to him was he had this full medical examination. Doctor called him. Said, "I got over your lab reports. Good news and bad news." He said, "What do you want first?" "Well, give me the good news." "The good news is you have 2 weeks to live." I said, "Let's say what's the bad news?" "The bad news is I was planning on calling you last week and I forgot." Another thing that you discuss when you're my generation, which is the 8th, I can't believe that, is that you can talk about the younger generations, particularly the millennials. I think they call it Generation Z. While you're coming up, when you're my age, you'll be the generation 0, -1, -2. But in any case, you always feel your generation better, smarter, quicker, and certainly not addicted to the cell phone. Everybody's walking around like this. Good morning. it's a marvelous thing in a way. Starbucks. I was reading a newspaper in Starbucks yesterday. The barista, whatever we call it, came up and said, I've never seen anyone reading a newspaper before. Seriously, what is this? Never read a newspaper. Lazy, illiterate, uninformed. That's the way we regard most of you. I was in my gym class the other day. I probably like all the words I know. I was in the gym class the other day. I don't get there very often, but we've got these, there were about 10 people, no, there were 20, 25 people in there. Before the class started, I looked around and everybody was on their cell phone. It's a platform, sitting down, looking at their cell phone. I walked up to the instructor, who obviously was looking this way, and said, what do you see? My class. I say, look, you notice everybody in this class, nobody's communicating. They're all on their cell phones. And she says, oh yeah, no surprise there. She said, there's a prediction I read about that the next generation will actually be born with larger thumbs. Larger thumbs. Yeah, also smaller brains.
Come on.
Another thing that's happens is you know that everyone's speaking faster. I can understand most of you in here. You're speaking 1,000 words a minute with Gus going up to 2,000. Everybody's driving faster too. The nice thing about Florida, though, you never have to worry. For example, my vision, I can hardly see the front row. I can't hear anymore unless I'm standing behind a jet plane. And my nerves are pretty well shot. I have no reaction left. But thank God I still have my Florida driver's license. So I hope I've inspired you to look forward. Look forward to it. Look forward to it. Great time of life. Work hard. Keep a little Social Security check coming in. And I'll see you. Oh, maybe I won't.